Good afternoon. My name is Phil Jean, and I am here with you today as I am running for the position of Secretary in the Executive Committee with NAB, which I am super excited about. I thought it'd be kind of fun to maybe start by talking a little bit about who I am. While I've gotten to know a lot of people within NAB over the last 13 years, I think it's kind of cool to sort of know where people are from, some of their history. So thought I'd start with some personal stuff. So really going back for just a second, I was born and raised in Maine, and while I lived away for a number of years, I'm glad to be back home in Maine working. A few fun facts about myself. I was born and raised in a French community, so I actually did not speak English until I was 5 years old. I was raised in French. Now, this might seem funny, but I actually almost did not pass kindergarten because I only spoke French, and it took me a while to sort of obviously learn a second language, but I made it, obviously. Another sort of fun fact is I have three first names. It's Philip, Dennis, Jean. Sometimes people who don't know me think that my first and last name go together and they call me Phil Jean, but my first name is Phil and my last name is Jean. So here's just a few fun facts. Career going back. This may sound unusual, and perhaps it is, but I knew at the age of 14 that my career would take me on a path towards aging services and senior care, as we used to refer to it. I was a Boy Scout at the time, and I was volunteering and ended up deciding that I loved aging services so much that it was going to be my career. And as things have passed and as time has passed, clearly that's happened, and it's been 30 years now. I started my job as a nursing home administrator back in the mid-90s. Over the years, I've worked in hospital administration, I've done consulting, and for over 10 years now I've worked in a continuing care retirement community, or we call a life plan community. And that has been an amazing opportunity to be able to really experience the entire post-acute care industry on every level. And I think it's probably one of the things that gives me a unique perspective in running for this position. While I have not been a state executive, I come from the provider world, and I think I bring a lot of solid experience in that regard that would be of help and interest to NAB. Really what influenced me beyond what I've already shared is I had a grandmother that passed away when I was relatively young. My other grandmother lived with us, and I had an aunt who had Down syndrome who lived with us for a number of years. So I was surrounded at a very early time and had the chance to be able to work with people and be around people who really were using and experienced the health system, and I wanted to be a part of that to make it better. Today, I am the Executive Director, CEO of a life plan committee in Scarborough, Maine. It's on the ocean. It's called Piper Shores. We have 450 residents and about 300 staff. So thinking about all of that experience and sort of what brought me here now, I got involved with NAB going back 13 years ago. At the time, I was on the board of directors for the American College of Healthcare Administrators, and I was working as an item writer for the American College certification exam, and NAB was looking for some new item writers. So that was my introduction to NAB, and when I started, I know that there were a number of things that I was really quite amazed at. One was really just the camaraderie of the organization, the people that were volunteering in different capacities, and it made me want to be a part of it. So over the years, I've had the chance to hold several leadership positions, both with the exam committee as well as with the continuing education committee. I've been involved in a number of different projects, everything from working on the practice analysis more than once. I continue to do item writing to this day. NSERS reviewer, and I'm also on the HSE credentialing commission. So I feel like I've had a chance to really experience NAB at a fundamental level and really understand it and how it functions, and really it supports the industry. This role as secretary to me is sort of a logical progression. It allowed me the opportunity to advance the mission of NAB, to be part of strategic planning priorities that will shape the future of the industry, improve cross-collaboration and best practices, and really help to support and work on initiatives that deals with emerging professionals. Because the role of secretary obviously is one that requires a level of detail, I feel my experience with governance, compliance, board operations, having been a secretary before, having served on numerous boards, both locally and nationally, around resource stewardship, and being very detail oriented. And I can, for those of you that are watching this video, I know you're going to laugh because yes, I am very detail oriented. But I think I'm also organized, transparent, and collaborative. So all of those things individually, but collectively, I think would help me serve NAB well and would allow me to contribute in a meaningful way. In closing, this opportunity to me represents a chance to be able to give to NAB in a new and innovative way. It's a chance for me to be able to support NAB with integrity and purpose. And it's an opportunity for me as someone who comes from the provider world to be able to bring a unique perspective to NAB in decision making and execution. I appreciate and would be honored to earn your support as secretary, and am committed to serving as I have the last 13 years. Thanks again.